Hello! Welcome to Wise Up Wednesday with Healing Rhythms Music Therapy. I'm Emma. Today I'm here to talk to you about music therapy and wellness. Music therapists often work with individuals with specific diagnoses, but music is a part of everyone's life, so many of us can benefit from music therapy interventions. Think about it. Music plays an important role in many important moments in our lives, from weddings to dances to concerts to memorial services, and those moments become embedded in our memories along with the associated music. I know personally, I can't hear Sentimental Journey without thinking about my grandparents' anniversary. What's a song that you associate strongly with a memory? How does it make you feel when you hear it? Music is unique in that it is able to engage multiple senses and areas of the brain at once, which I touched on in the Alzheimer's and Brain segment in June. It doesn't matter your cognitive abilities or previous music experiences. Music is a part of our culture and our lives, and therefore can be used to create positive change. As you've seen in past Wise Up Wednesdays, those changes may be based on a variety of needs, including wellness. Wellness is defined by the Global Wellness Institute as the active pursuit of activities, choices, and lifestyles that lead to a state of holistic health. Holistic? You betcha. There's more than one dimension of wellness. Wellness encompasses the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, social, and environmental wellness of an individual. This means that some days you might attend to wellness by taking some time to meditate. Another day, it may include rearranging your living space for aesthetic pleasure and comfort. I know I do that all the time. Wellness isn't also a continuum ranging from poor health to optimal well-being. It isn't an all or nothing, black or white concept. You're not either or, you're both and. And we can all work on ourselves and our wellness every day. And music can help us with this work. Two areas that I'm going to focus on today are stress management, don't we all need this, and pain management, two phenomena that affect many people. Stress management, biologically, is the autonomic nervous system handling stressors in a variety of ways. I'm sure that you've all heard of the fight, flight, or freeze responses that we human beings have to stress. Because music has the ability to both relax and energize our systems, it's able to bring our state of arousal into balance. A study conducted in 2019 compared active music therapy strategies to passive music therapy strategies in measurements of stress, heart rate variability, and salivary cortisol. The biggest influencer on the autonomic nervous system was the presence of rhythmic movement within the music. Pain management is also important for many of us. It's a sensation that is a response to insult or injury, but the perception of pain is mediated by nerve fibers that carry information to the brain. Multiple factors affect the pain response, and because music is also processed in several dimensions and areas in the brain, it is able to address that pain. Music therapy is often used for those receiving operations. It can be used as an ambient and adjunct tool during procedures, perioperatively, that's hard to say, and for use with chronic pain management. A meta-analysis conducted in 2016 found that overall, studies have shown music interventions to result in decreased pain. In addition, receptive music therapy techniques resulted in less use of opioids and analgesics, as well as lowered heart rate, blood pressure, and respiration rate. So why exactly does music work? There's a lot of explanation to this, a lot of biology to this, but one thing that just blew my mind when I was an undergraduate was the gate control theory. First proposed in 1965, this theory explains the psychology of pain perception and how non-painful stimuli, such as music, can override pain sensations. I'll offer a somewhat simple explanation of this. This theory proposes that there's a gate-like mechanism in the spinal cord between the site of the pain and the receptors in the brain. This gate can be opened or closed based on individualized responses to pain. Auditory stimuli, music, can close off the gate to the small nerves that are involved in pain perception. Thus, the brain does not receive as much input from the pain site and instead processes the auditory stimuli. Other stimulation can also help close the gate, but we're going to focus on music. So if you're feeling pain, if you play music, sometimes that pain will lessen because you're so focused on the music. And that kind of goes along with one of the main strategies in music therapy with pain and stress management, which is the ISO principle. First originated in 1948, it was a concept and method of intervention for mood management, but since then it is used in a variety of areas within music therapy. Dr. Altshuler developed this principle that used music systematically to support an individual in their current unpleasant emotion or sensation and move them through the emotion or sensation to a more positive or stable state. So if you're angry and you want a way to work your way out of it, perhaps try listening to some angsty emo music. At least that's my go-to. And then gradually tone down the angstiness until you're listening to something more neutral or even calming, like Enya. In 2005, researchers explained the ISO principle by stating, "To know where an individual needs to go, we must first find out where he or she is at in the present time." I don't know about you, but when someone tells me to breathe deeply when I'm panicking, it doesn't work so well. I have to have something more involved to redirect my attention from panic to a different stimulus. So maybe when I'm panicking, the first thing I do is turn on music and dance crazily, and then eventually tone it down. Once I can do that, I'll pay more attention to the music or the stimulus, and I'll shift from that state of angstiness to the more desirable state of calm. Music-assisted relaxation uses live or recorded music as well as spoken instructions to promote a deep state of relaxation. Some of you may have tuned into our self-care Sundays with Siobhan and experienced some of these exercises. And if you haven't, I highly recommend checking them out. Music triggers entrainment of internal rhythms such as heart rate and breathing rate, which naturally change to match the tempo of the music. Music therapists most often use sedated music that is slow, smooth, and simple, as well as music that is perceived as pleasant by the listener. That's key. Make sure to assess the preferences of the individual or yourself first. I might want to listen to smooth jazz music to relax, but that might not be your cup of tea. Another approach is guided imagery and music. The Bonney method of guided imagery and music is a music-centered approach to transformational therapy that uses a specially sequenced program of classical music to support inner experiences. And there are many different programs to choose from depending on the need. The music is a catalyst for the imagery that is additionally facilitated and witnessed by the music therapy. Special training is required to facilitate GIM, and it's truly an amazing experience to witness. I was fortunate enough to see a music therapist in their practice doing a guided imagery and music session, and it blew my mind. So if you want more information about that, check out the Guided Imagery and Music website. And if you have any more questions for us, please contact us via our website or Facebook page. If you're wondering if you and your company or organization could maybe benefit from some consultation about music therapy and wellness for staff members or even people that you serve, please let us know, because we're able to do that as well. Take care, everyone, and stay tuned for more Wise Up Wednesdays.